Mike obviously has a Hall of Fame vote and did vote for him. What's your take on the three people, I don't know if it's guys or gals, whatever, that didn't vote for Griffey? What could their reasoning be?
Drinking heavily. I don't know what their reasons can be. It's crazy, and you know what? We've never seen anybody get 100% before. So, I see people calling for their votes to be revoked. But listen, it's their vote. It's America. I'm sure they have their reasons, but it's crazy.
But we should know what those reasons are, right? Shouldn't they publicly make a stand on why? I mean, you're right. They're entitled to their opinion, but I think we're entitled as fans to know what their opinion was.
Yeah, I think they should come forward. And right now, the way it's set up, they don't have to if they don't want to. But I'd like to see that change in the coming years, where every vote is public, so everybody knows.
Now, Mike, you were at the Hall of Fame press conference, and I saw on Twitter that Sandy Alderson was there. How's Sandy doing?
He looks very good, and this was his first public appearance, really in a couple of months since he underwent some cancer surgery. He looks great. He says he's been in the office every day. He's had some chemo treatments, but, if you didn't know any better, you'd say he's fine.
Did he have any comments on losing DePodesta to Cleveland and not the Indians?
Yeah. This is something that didn't come out of the blue. They knew about it for a while. They obviously valued Paul DePodesta for what he brought to the organization. But, Sandy Alderson goes way back with DePodesta. He actually hired him in San Diego before this. So I think he was happy for Paul as a person that he got this opportunity to go to Cleveland.
Mike, Puma covers the Mets for the Post. Grade the Mets offseason so far, Mike. B minus, C plus, maybe C plus. Neil Walker, getting Neil Walker in that trade, I thought that was a terrific trade, and I think he can adequately replace Daniel Murphy's offense. The big question right now, obviously, is how do you make up for losing Céspedes' bat? And I don't think the Mets have an answer for that right now.
Are you surprised that they haven't officially lost it yet?
That they haven't officially lost
Céspedes yet?
I've been hearing today that they haven't totally shut the door on Céspedes, but they also don't think it's going to get down to the level where they can do something. They want him for like a 2-year deal, and they think he'll get like an Alex Gordon type deal, 4 years, something like that.
That's interesting though, Mike. If he gets a 4-year deal about what Gordon got at $18 million a year, if you would have told them that when he was tearing through the first 2 months that he was a Met, they probably would have said, that's not bad. I think people would think he was going to get over $20 million a year. So it looks like the price has dropped.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I think the thought going into this offseason was he was going to get, 6 years, easily 5 years, and now it looks like the market's dropping a little bit where, he's probably going to get 4 years somewhere. So, and I think if you told Mets fans back in September, hey, this guy's going to be there for the taking at 4 years, they would assume that the Mets would get it done.
Now, somebody had asked me today, would it kill you if Murphy contributed in Washington and the Nationals won the division? And I said, well, of course, as a Met fan, but the question to me is, will they miss him more than he will do well for the Nationals? What seems to be more logical for next year?
I think it's just going to be a wash. You saw the absolute best of Daniel Murphy for that stretch in October. You saw, just about the absolute best any player could be. But, over the course of a long season, they knew what this guy was. He has his warts. He's not a good defensive player. He made some maddening decisions on the base path. So, I think it's just going to be a wash at the end.
Now, Mike has ascended to the presidency of the BBWAA.
Wow.
So he's the guy who runs the baseball writers' dinner that's coming up. Why don't you give us some info if people want to go?
Well, first, you're coming, right?
I'm not sure. If I'm coming.
Oh, that kind of hurts the sell.
Yes has got a table, so you better be there. But yeah.
Last year was the first dinner I missed in 31 years.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I talked to you before the dinner, and you said it was the first because I was running the dinner. You didn't want to come.
No,
Right.
it was having a newborn and a 2-year-old. Now they're 3 and 1, so I don't think it's righteous to leave Jody alone with the kids. But we'll see. I'd like to come.
Isn't this the guy you said he thinks you like him, you don't really like him? Sometimes you have him on the show, but you're not really a fan?
No, I'm a fan of Mike.
Okay.
No, he's a Fordham guy, too. This is
Fordham guy?
Oh, yeah.
Forget it. I take it back.
Yeah.
And that's why I came on today. I thought we were going to talk Fordham basketball.
Well, we'll get to that.
All right. But we have the baseball writers dinner January 23rd. It's at the New York Hilton, and it's where we present all the major awards. The Cy Young winners are there, the MVP winners, managers of the year, and plus there's going to be a huge Mets presence this year. We're honoring the 4 young stud starting pitchers, and Terry Collins will be there. Curtis Granderson's going to be there. So it's going to be a great night, and if you want, there's still some tickets left. You could get them on the BBWAA website. It's BBWAA.com. So that's my plug for the baseball writers.
Now, all of the 4 Met young pitchers going to be there?
As of right now, we know deGrom's coming. We know Matz is coming. We're told Harvey's probably coming, and Syndergaard we don't think is coming.
How dare he? Why?
Really?
What's he doing that he
Getting
can't
a
show
haircut?
up?
The word I'm getting is he's been working out back home down in Texas, and he doesn't want to disrupt his workout routine.
Oh, please.
Well, get a bunch of workout equipment in the back of the dinner.
Where they have great workout equipment at the hotel where the dinner's held.
Well, they don't want to break up the...
Oh, my goodness. And, I love this guy after he threw the first pitch of that game over, Alcides Escobar's head.
Right.
He became one of my favorite players of all time.
You love that move.
Yeah.
Now he's done.
Yeah.